Okay, good morning. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Thursday, March 20th, 2025. We are seeing a rebound this morning from the open. It was lower, but now it's slightly higher. It's about 0.4% for Nasdaq QQQ. So we can see this gap down, and then we have bounced pretty much right away. And it's a very sharp bounce too. So that looks really good. I mean, we test the low right here. So that looks like a good test. I'm actually surprised how fast it bounced this morning. Um, on the daily, we are actually, yeah, we are higher. You can see we are um, above all the previous days close, right? So the market is now moving up slowly, and hopefully we are seeing a lot of support now. We do see, the lows here, right? So those are all the support levels so far. It looks really good. Go back to intraday chart for a second. So the yesterday's low was right here. It was able to hold, and then the day's low before was that, and today's low is right there. So we've been holding the lows. So that's a good sign. Yeah. And SPY is at 0.28%. Dow is at 0.29, and IWM Russell is 0.18. So everything looking good. Um, Let me see what else happening here. Um, so a lot of stocks are still red right now, but they're probably improving. So we'll see how the day goes. We still didn't get a follow through day because yesterday's volume, even though we have 1.3%, but we didn't have on QQQ it shows higher volume. That's interesting. But on Nasdaq we didn't. So go to Nasdaq here. So you can see the volume is slightly lower. So we didn't have a fall through day. And like I said, even if we did, we're still below the 10-day or near the 10-day, which is not usually a good one. Like I like to see it decisively above 10-day moving average. And that was a fall through day, that would be better. So anyhow. So let's be patient and see how this is going. Market continue to climb higher. Now QQQ is 0.48%. So we're gonna jump to stocks on the move right now. So this morning, there's only like, I don't know, less than 10 stocks. Now it's improved a little bit, but it's still less than 20. So we'll see if this, as the market, again, QQQ now just jumped to 0.5%. So it's moving up really strong today, so early in the morning. So yeah, it looks really good. We'll have to continue to watch this and see what happens. But yeah, so far so good. And let's see here. So we have RCL and CISO. So we're gonna start analyzing some of these growth stocks here today. So RCL have good earnings, but it did come down really hard. All the travel stocks did. This morning looks like it crossed my trend line here. So last time it passed the 10-day right there, but it came back down after that. So this is second time now it's coming above the 10-day. Um, and now the slope, is starting to look a little bit better, like more 45-degree angle. So let me just remove that slope there. So it's still not the highest level because it's still below that closing high there. So there's obviously risk that it could come back down again, but that's up to each individual. But for now, it is above the 10-day, and let me just check the ranking here on RCL. It's probably not as high anymore. Yeah. Oops. Oracle. No, that's not right. 300. So that's the problem with this one. It's 300 RCL. It's a little bit lagging, right? But it is moving this morning. So it's up to you what you want to do with this. But yeah, again, a lot of stocks have taken you know quite a bit of beaten down so far. So I'll just put it to monitor it, right? Again, I like to monitor all the growth stocks throughout the day just to see like this is probably not, you know, if I do get in, it'll be a very small position, but it's not. Again, it's ranked really low, so I rather focus on like high ranking stocks. But yeah, so RCL, let me track this for a second. Okay, let's jump to CISO here. CISO still have good earnings. Again, this one also taking a beat down. Really high here, 400 something. Now it's like down here. So this one also crossed my trend line this morning, and you can see this trend line is more like 45-degree angle. So why is that 45-degree angle so important? Because it gives it enough time, right? So not it's it gives it enough time, right? And you know um so when it bounced, there's already a lot of like how do you say trial and error here. So right now it's bouncing above the 10-day right there. It's the highest. So this is good because it's the highest level since this recent week or two here. So this one looks better. Of course, we still have 21-day coming down, so that's a risk there. It could get rejected there, and then you have 50-day coming down, so there's also risk there. Um, so that usually means it could be more choppier than yeah, it could still be choppy. So it hasn't really climbed through all those ceilings yet. So this one ran a lot better, 112. So um, yeah. So again, I'll watch it um, just to see how it performed today. So that one I do have a small position. So let me just show you where I entry. So I got in here pretty early. That was when the market was not making new lows on the stock, and it outperformed. But since then, it hasn't really done much. So I'm up 2% right now. So very small position on that one. But yeah, it's possible I could add to it, but we'll see. It's but again, what I want to talk about is like how in general market it's been doing better than probably most people think. And we're seeing growth start moving. So even with the selling this morning, it quickly reversed. So we'll see. Maybe it will have another day like yesterday where it just continue, to bounce. We'll see. All right. Let's see what's the next one here. So the list hasn't really expanded yet. So that's what I want to see here. Is the list start to expand more? But so we have RL and co-op. Let's go to those. So this one have good earnings. Okay, sales single digit. It is still below the 10-day. You can see the green line here. So I mean it is bouncing though, right? And so let me redraw that trend line here. Um, I did try it recently. You can see my markups there, but it fell pretty quick. So that's the risk. Yeah. So this probably, I would say, if anything hasn't passed the today or yesterday, I think they're probably lagging. Like they should be passing it by now. Uh, let me find this one. This is 330. Yeah. So anyhow, so it's not even above the trend line. So I would pass on this for sure. So let me just track this here. RL. Uh, next one is co-op. So financials. This one looks pretty good. It's bouncing back. So we do have good earnings. Sales okay. It's a little bit low on the fourth quarter. Um, it's not a fast mover. You can see it's very choppy, this stock. So if you do buy it, it's hard to make gains. This one has a little bit choppy here, and then we have a shakeout right here. So it's not easy stock to hold. That's the only problem. But today is above all the short-term moving averages, all of them. So that looks pretty good. Let me show you the ranking on this. So this ranking is based on January 10th, basically before the earnings season start. So this is 118. Um, so it's not too bad. It's not within 100, but it's still not like super low. And it's above all the key moving averages. So that again, once you pass all the key moving averages, there's probably less resistance after that. And then the next level is the previous high, right? So there's a lot of room to run. Um, so I prefer stocks that are clear of all the moving averages. But obviously some of the high beta stocks that have corrected a lot are still below the moving averages. So that you have to manage the risk that way. Okay, next one. So we have RL, we're talking about Dash and ZG Dash. So Dash also clearing all the resistance right now. Um, so it is starting to work, right? Making new highs now. So I got in pretty early on this one, and then it stalled right here, and then it poke up a little bit here, and then it fall back, and and then it poke up here yesterday, and close again new high, and then today it follows through. So this is really good. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much full position on this now. Let me just double check. Yes, I am full position on this. Let's check the ranking on this. So yes, as of yesterday it was 106. So yeah, this is Dash. Um, forgot the symbol now. Dash ZG. Yeah. Okay, and then we have Palantir. Okay, let's look at Palantir first. All right, Palantir. I don't know. I feel like this one. It's like it's just stuck at the 50-day here, right? Look, 50-day, 50-day, and then went back low, 50-day resistance again, and then today, it's climbing, but it's still below it. I don't know why it's having such a hard time. So I would wait for sure on this one. Like I do have not full position yet, pretty much close to full position, but if it climb above, I'll have more confidence. And today it didn't do that yet. That's weird. Yeah, I don't like this. Anyhow, the 10-day is slightly below. The 21 and 50 days right there. So it's like a small gap, right? But it's just the way it's trading. Why is it stuck at the 50-day? That's the only problem about this stock. It is ranked pretty high though, 17. Um, but it is still in a downtrend, right? It ranked high because it has performed really well here, right? So, um, but it's just that 50 days, just really weird. I'm gonna redraw this more now. So as it go further out, the time plays into this now. So it's starting to look more and more 45 degree. Um, and if it does surpass it, probably, yeah, it'll be a good time to add. But right now, I mean, it's not doing anything bad. It's just stuck here. So that's the only problem. So even though this is above 10 day, I would say I just, it's still kind of below the trend line, I would say. So I would just like wait for this. But it's a good stock to watch today to see what happens. If it goes above it, then I would expect, you know, the, probably the market is doing better too. So yeah, let's do a quick market check here. QQQ is still at 0.5%, so it's still holding up. Okay. Um, okay, let's go back to ZG now. Zero Group. So this one is still near the moving average. So it has a single digit quarter here. I'm gonna pass on that. ZG. It is above the 10 days, but it's just the lower fundamentals is not what I'm looking for. So today it comes to 21 day. Okay, next we have CLS and Shop. So CLS today, you can see the bounce today. This is my trend line right there on the 10 day. So that looks pretty good. Let's just check the earnings, still looking good. Stable growth sales as well. So on the weekly chart, you can see it's a pretty steep drop. Now it's trying to rebound. So this today, this is what you want to see, like 10 to 21 day. So if we draw from the top here, I think that's pretty much a perfect 45-degree angle. So I would say today is a good entry point. Uh, so let me just show you the ranking here. CLS 105. So not too bad, just slightly above dash. Um, yeah, looks pretty good. I do have position in this. I got into here and here, and I had to sell partial because it got rejected. Um, so yeah. So this is rank 100. I'm just putting in my watch list here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna add to it right now just because the market has been holding so far. I really like that. Of course, it can go back down later. Like there's nothing I don't know that will happen, but there's a high possibility. But right now, let me go intraday just to make sure we. Uh, it hasn't really. So the only test is the opening, right? Which is like the market. So it did undercut yesterday's this low right here. Yesterday was another strong day too, and this is very powerful. Look at this, like how it just shot up like that. Um, like big bars, and lots of buyers jumping in. So I really like that. There's that. Like of course by the day it could give back a little bit, like, but I think I just don't like waiting, right? If I want to get in the stock, I usually don't think too much. I just get in because the more you think, the harder it gets. So um, so let me go back to the daily chart again. I just want to reiterate what we're seeing here. We have surpassed the 10-day moving average. We have make the newest high since more than 2 weeks ago. We are now at 21 day. We're climbing back pretty fast right now. At least today's speed is pretty fast. So I like this. Yeah. So let me put in an order right now. See what is the price. Again, everything I do is just for informational only, that purpose only. Please do your own due diligence. Um, so the bid is at 97.48. Let me jump. Now I'm moving 97.54. Oh man, every time I move it, it keeps going up. 97.60, 97.66. It got executed. 97.66. Let me clear all my. So let me mock up here. So where's my stop line now? Because my stop line was right here. It probably hasn't changed because it's still, yeah, because I moved my stop line pretty tight. Well, 86.16 right here. Two, like from yesterday's low. So I wouldn't move it up. You could move it up right now, but I'm just gonna, uh, I don't want to move it too close. Yeah, it's only been 2 days since that low, so you could test it one more time. Okay, so that's that CLS. Again, that's a previous leader, so now it's bouncing. So that's good news for some of these leaders. Okay, we have AIG and Netflix. AIG insurance. Insurance is like it's working for some of them. So this one has a down quarter. It's making new high though. So if you don't have strict fundamentals like me, that's probably working. Next one we have Shopify. Shopify. It's missing that one quarter, 8%. I mean, if you're willing to, like for me, I don't like seeing that because like yeah. So yeah, but stock wise looks pretty good. It's above 10 day, climbed to 21 day yesterday. Today it surpassed it, right? So it looks really good. So technically, there's nothing wrong. Fundamentally, I'm just a little bit strict on that rule. Um, so I'm gonna pass on it, but it looks really good on the technical side. Okay, what do I have here? Eat and team. Let's look at team first. Valencian, also slower single digit quarter. It's trying to rebound. This one also huge correction. Right now it's at 10 days, so still sitting at the 10 day. Uh, Eat. Okay, so it hasn't popped up the last few days. Today's first time. So it is above the 10 day now. And look at how many times it tests the lows here. That's incredible. Well, that's pretty good. It does have slower fourth quarter earnings here, but it is rising still the next 3 quarters. So that's yeah. So that depends on your fundamental. So technical looks okay. It's bouncing above 10 day. But fundamentally, I'm gonna pass here. All right. Let's see what's next. We're going to the top now. Netflix and HLI. The Netflix I do own. Still pretty strong. Look at the quarter early earnings moving up here. I'm very impressed with that. This is the earnings line. It is bouncing second week now, so this one is a little bit more advanced. So today you can see this trend line is really starting to flatten, right? So that's really good. Means that we are climbing up pretty fast now, and compared to many other stocks, right? So here's all the lows here. That's a pretty strong slope. The 10 days right here. The 50 21 days right there. So we have tried to break out from this. This is the third time now today. So yesterday it broke out um, again. Today it just tested, probably tested the lows again. Okay, so right here. Okay, so it didn't quite test the low, so that's even better. Um, we haven't make new high though. That's the only challenge here today. So, but if we do make new high, I think definitely could add here. Um, I just want to check quickly because it already moved out yesterday. Yeah, I have full position on this right now on Netflix. So just to show you the ranking here, this is 71 right now. So it looks pretty good. Let me go to back to stock in the move. HLI and Flutter. Okay, let's look at Flutter first. The Flutter just passed the 10-day slightly. Um, it has lower earnings right here, second quarter. Um, that's the only problem. So for me, I'll pass on this. Next, we have HLI. This is financial investment broker. Good earnings, good sales numbers forecast here. We are above the 10-day. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4 days above it, still above it. And right now the 21-day looks like this right there, coming down. So right now it's just sitting there. It's okay. Let's see the ranking here. So this one a little bit lower, 260. So I'm just gonna add this to my watch list to see how it continue for the rest of the day here. Let's do a market check here. So is that so QQQ has climbed to 0.7%. Let's go to daily chart. So that looks good. So the 10 days coming down, and we might be hitting a new high soon. So that's what the market looks like it wants to do today. Let me go to 10-minute chart. I can see the last. So right here, we're heading towards it now. So we got rejected there yesterday after the Fed announcement. It went up and then it got rejected there. So right now we're coming back to it. So let's see how it does again. Um, if it doesn't work, it might come back down. So that's the risk today. Yeah. Um, so let me go back to stocks. I just want to show one thing quickly here. So volume is really high today. So this is on ibdinvestors.com. Look at the volume right now. So if we can go up like 1.25 or more percent, we will have a follow through day. So that's really good sign too. So we didn't get it yesterday, but we might get it today. But again, that's assuming, you know, that kind of coincide with like if like say if QQQ do make a new high, there's a high chance it will be up 1.25% or more. Then that could mean we have a fall through day. But again, we don't know that. Again, that test is very important right now. It's gonna happen, right? We could get rejected here, so we'll see. So it's still too early to know what's gonna happen. All right, let's go back to stocks on the move here. So the other thing that I said, I like to see the stocks expand. It hasn't expanded this morning. So even though we have a higher volume on the index, which generally means there's higher volume somewhere in the market, whether it's all stocks or some stocks, but we haven't seen this expand. So that's so far I don't like about that. Um, so anyhow, just a word of caution there. But some growth stocks are working. They're making new highs right now. So new recent highs from that perspective. So next we have App, Tree, and Reddit. So let's go take a look at all those three. So App here, 10 days right there. So first time, it went above it, but it fell. It came back down. I got shaken out because my stop was really tight there. Then it bounced back yesterday, and today it is making new high. So so that looks good. Unfortunately, I just hit my stop barely there. Yeah, so that was the problem there for me. Right now it's at the 21 day. So let's look at app on the ranking scale here. So this is 29, just like Palantir. It has performed really well. Um, right, performed really well. So it hasn't come down as far. Um, anyhow, yeah, it's back on my watch list now. I gotta add it back. Uh, so we'll watch this. It looks really good so far. Let's just go to intraday chart for a second. So this morning we gap down, reverse really fast, and look at this, just keep making higher lows. This is a really fast speed. How fast it's going up. We had similar day yesterday, gap down here and then like pretty good chart pattern. The 2 days so far. So that day it probably the day is shaking up, probably shake out a lot of people. And again, when after a shakeout, usually it moves up easier, and that's what it's showing right now. So that looks good. So I don't mind getting a shakeout. I'll have to get back in. So yeah. Um, so market check QQQ at 0.5% right now. So still, so we're going back to QQQ again. Again, we're gonna test this high here. So we'll see. Right now it's coming back down slightly. But yeah, I'll probably get into app if the market holds like at some point today. Reddit and Tree. So we're almost near the end here. Reddit. Reddit, yeah, this one reversed pretty big. We got undercut right there. Right now, just sitting at. Look at this bounce. That is weak. For a stock that's moving 5% on average, this is really weak bounce. So, yeah, not good, not good. Um, Tree. This one is looking really good. Look at that. Let me see the earnings here. So you have 1 quarter miss negative here, but this is looking really sharp, this chart. So technically it's like really good. They're making new high right now. Like the highest high in like over 2 months. So like that is really good chart. Like, yeah, I'm very strict with my fundamental rule. Um, so for now I will pass, but it's a really good chart. Okay, the last stock is AU on the list there. So gold stock, let's see what's doing today. Wow, it's still making new high. Look at this one, man. Like I was at one point in all the gold stocks, but I got shaken out right there, and then it ran. Unfortunately, I just at that time things were so bad, I didn't get back in, and gold stocks really took off. So that's I don't know. I don't want to predict anything, but what does that tell you about the economy? Why is gold stock keep going up? Anyhow, so yeah, this is long run. Go to gold bullion price. So even though the price didn't move up to point down point three, but that stock actually moved up. So that looks really strong. Too bad I missed it. Yeah, so that's that. Let's look at SE and shop SE here. This one still have good earnings. Today is actually reversed back down. That's not good. Again, I draw this trend line here. It's probably more than 45-degree angle already, but still it hasn't really come above it. Like especially recently, it just doesn't want to break out. And this kind of reminds me of Palantir. Like why is it not breaking out when so many others are breaking out? So that's a big problem. Okay, Spotify. Um, so this one looks like it's bouncing second week now. We pulled back yesterday. Looks like today we like it pulls back and then it bounced and closed at the top range. And then today we followed through. We haven't made new high, but we're pretty close to it. It looks really good. This is a very sharp rebound, and it's above all the moving averages, right? And we tested that level right there, so that is pretty good. Like this is an amazing chart. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna be weighted more on this stock going forward. Like yeah, I'll probably add to it again today because this is a bounce right here, right? So I entry right here, and right here on this day right here above 50-day. Then we pull back and now we bounce again. So that's like from a chart perspective, this is really like it can't get any better than this. So Spotify, looking at the ranking here, this is 25. So we'll take a very quick look. A few of my Chinese stocks got sold today, meaning they undercut my stop here. Let's look at Baba. So here's a big drop right there, down 3.4%. Okay, it's not a very good how do you say? Like it gaps down right below the 10-day. Like this is really bad. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if there's news. Billy, same thing. It gapped down below the 10-day, and it just right there, it just fell apart. Food 2, same thing right here. So I don't know what happened. Like there must be some news or something. And all the Chinese stocks are whacked today. So anyhow, you know, I'll just finish with this thought. You know, with momentum trading, like there's good and the bad and the ugly. This is probably the ugly. So that's why you always need risk management because you don't know which day you're gonna get whacked. And I'm not saying that they're over, they may come back up again, but I'm just saying like, you know, it's important to have risk management rules. So thank you for watching the stream today. Take care. Have a good day trading. Bye now.